Greetings from North Florida. We are currently out of South Florida, making our way a little bit north, a little bit west, and I have to be a little vague at the moment, but I've got some announcements to make that I can't go into a lot of detail, but this channel is about to change. I've been contacted by a network about expanding the channel into realms that are in line with the values of the channel, but there are aspects about that are just a little bit different. We're trying to get a larger crowd to bring aware that will ultimately, the goal is to bring awareness to parental alienation, to the father's rights, to the end of the Title 4D funded crooked family courts. But we're going to be going about it in a much different way. It has taken me by surprise. I'm flattered to be considered for this, my channel, that is. There is no such thing as me having to fight for my children anymore in the manner that everybody on this channel has become accustomed to me seeing me do. It is the biggest weight of my life lifted off my shoulders. For years, y'all have watched me struggle, finding out who I am, struggle to save my children from the crooked family courts. And only recently has it really dawned. I mean, I've been sober for 3 years, but only recently has it really dawned on me the secret to success in all that any of us could ever be doing. And this isn't a perfect hypothesis, but it's something that I think I'm onto something. And I'm going to spend however much time it takes, months, years even, honing in on my theory that the responsibility of all that this crazy world is currently rests squarely, the fault ultimately on the shoulders of men. Men have allowed this to happen to everyone. And I'm not going to go into detail. I don't have to go into detail. Everybody inherently knows that there's something not quite right with the world. And I don't claim to have all the answers, but I have learned this. What is working for me, both in my business life, with this new venture, with this network, and even my personal life, it's been told to me from people who know me personally that I'm glowing now. And obviously that means, yes, I've met somebody, and she and I are keeping it not completely under wraps, but I'm not really going public with it for reasons that she and I both have mutually. But I have learned these things about what works for me, I think will work for just about anybody. And it is, as a man, all men must, take care of ourselves first. We must take care of our spiritual life, our mental health, our physical bodies, and our pocketbooks. No man can enter, in my opinion, into a symbiotic relationship, an infinity paired couple. We are not able to provide what we're supposed to provide if we don't first have our own house in order, our mental state, our physical state. This gets into what I've been preaching for a little over 3 years now about sobriety. As recent as this year, I've not been into alcohol. I mean, you'll never find anybody more anti-alcohol than me, but I got to experiment, not had to, I don't look at it as I succumbed to it. I got to experiment with psychedelics, primarily LSD, a few mushrooms. There are other psychedelics out there that I thought I need to just try once, and I've realized, no, I don't. I am healing. I am maybe not fully healed. I'm sure there are aspects. I'm at least open to the idea that I'm not completely healed. There are certain things I still need to work on. Please don't take that the wrong way. Obviously, I need to work on things. But as far as the big gaping hole that was my soul being lost in this world for so many years, constantly picking the wrong partner. For me, it was constantly falling for what I call women in masks. And when I say the mask that women wear, modern women wear a lot of makeup. They've got the rubber tits, they got the fake eyelashes, the hair extensions, all the bullshit that so many weak men, including myself, fall for constantly. And then we wonder why women complain that there are no good men. Because the truth be told, men, they're right. We have failed them. We have allowed women to push us around, both in the family courts, in real life. Well, the family courts for us are real life. The policies, the politicians, the judges, the male politicians, male judges with spouses who let them run all over them. I knew I was onto this. There was a video I made right after Parker was taken from me where I'm in my, and I'll try to include that in here, at least in the description, where I was onto this. This was 10 years ago, or 9. I think I'd already been to jail, but I'd bailed out and I had to go return and finish my 56 days. But anyway, I knew I was onto something. I just couldn't figure out exactly what it was. But I think I'm getting much closer to figuring it out, which is why I'm willing to say, and I accept this harsh reality for myself as well. Men, we are in this position because we, as the protectors, have allowed it. We have been pressured, pardon the mosquitoes, we have been pressured by the woke culture. We've succumbed to it. We've fallen for the masks that these loose women have wore. These loose women have raised most modern men, and the daughters. The daughters have grown up seeing single moms, seeing mom being abused by the men that she chose. Not saying that one is more at fault than the other necessarily. Yes, individuals are responsible for their actions, as I am responsible for my horrible choices in the past in mates. But I really think I'm onto something here, and I encourage you, get your mind sober, get your body sober, get healthy, get active. The American dream of retiring with a pension and moving to South Florida and sitting on the beach getting fat and lazy and dying, is people are taking that to heart. And this isn't a slam towards South Florida. I know there's active people there as well, but always stay moving, always stretch your minds, always stretch your bodies. There will be more coming up very soon. I've got a meeting this Friday with the people of this network, and we're in talks of transferring this channel. This channel will be the primary broadcast for all of the new content that'll be coming out. And the names that have, and I'm not going to name drop now, but the names that have been told to me that I'm familiar with blew my mind. I'm like, whoa, oh, okay, damn, wow. I'm flattered. But anyway, I encourage all of you, take a deep inventory of who you are and the bad choices you've made. Be honest with yourself. It was really difficult for me to admit that I had a drinking problem to myself, and then I decided, fuck it. I went public with it, and I'm glad I did. And now I'm being public with my poor choice in women in the past. The simp moves that I myself did. You know how embarrassing, how humiliating it is for me to admit that? I despise the simp culture as much as I despise the loose woman culture. There's some words there I'm having to avoid because of the YouTube algorithms. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. But anyways, the mosquitoes are eating me up at the moment. There will be more coming soon. If this goes through, and there's a chance it may not. I'm not just going to give my channel away, but if this goes through, and I think there's a really good chance it will, there will be a transition period You will see me with the people of the, I'll just say that, the people of the new owners introducing. I won't have a direct hand in everything that goes on. I won't. That's part of, you know, the merger. But in general, I am aware of what's coming, and I will be. I'm looking forward to encouraging the people that have followed my family and our struggles for over 10 years now, and I'm just real excited about it. So y'all bear with me. Get your mind sober. Just try it for a while. Be honest with yourself. Start stretching your body. Turn the TVs off. Turn off the influence. These big influencers. Yes, some people say I'm an influencer. If whatever, I don't like that term. I do, however, want to be a positive influence and encourage you to take self-ownership in who you are and your own reactions or your own choices in life, what you've done. Be honest with yourself. Work on yourself. It is not selfish to take care of you. So y'all take care, and I'll look forward to the big change. Y'all take care. Bye.